Glad to be here. This is a great space. Who is here for the very first? They've never looked at anything like this before. This guy? Did you hear about MYNT or Monavie? Is this way really confusing? Neither of them? Who invited you?
Jenny.
Jenny invited you, and she never brought up once Monavie or MYNT. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's how you do it. You just point, right? Good. Well, I'm going to talk a little bit about MYNT today, and then I'll let Corbin talk about Monavie. But first, I'm going to talk up Corbin, and sort of the reason I'm here. Corbin, we've known each other for a little bit now, but it was 2009. My wife was pregnant, and we had Christmas together.
Wasn't me.
But nobody knew. We hadn't told anybody yet. And we walk into dinner, and Corbin sees my wife, and he says, "Whoa, there's something. You're glowing. You're pregnant, aren't you?" And my wife's like, "What?" She's trying to hide it. "You're pregnant!" And so he pretty much announced to everybody that my wife was pregnant. But he called it, and he was dead on.
I didn't know that.
You don't remember that story? You do not remember that? Oh my goodness. Corbin's got the intuition, and he calls me up and he says, "Minneapolis is where it's going to happen." And I just trust the guy now. And so I'm here. And he was right. Today we spent the whole entire day. We sat at the same table, really long table, for 6 hours. And every hour on the hour, someone new showed up. And there were some all-stars. There's some really good people. Excited to talk to you about MYNT and where it came from. And I know there are a lot of people inside of that are part of Monavie, and they're trying to understand what is this MYNT thing, and I hope I can answer a couple questions. And I hope I don't offend anybody. And if I do, Corbin will step up here and clean up for me.
I'll re-offend them. I'll drive it in further.
That's not a good plan. In 2004 is my first ever look at network marketing. My girlfriend took me to a meeting with, her dad was putting on this meeting. I went just to be with her. She was really cute. We get to the meeting, and we sit in the very back. There's a company called Monarch Health Sciences. Anybody ever heard of them? Nobody? One person? Monarch Health Sciences. Anyway. I sat in the very back trying to pay attention to this girl, and they started drawing circles up in the front, and it just absolutely blew my mind. I'd never seen anything like it, because I grew up in a very conservative family. I was going to be a doctor, a dentist, or a lawyer. Those were my options. That was it. Go to school for a very long time, get into debt. That was sort of the game plan. And I saw these circles, and I saw just a different way of doing things. A couple years later, I married that girl, and I was sort of thrown into a network marketing world, you could say. I love this industry. I mean, geez, I was just talking to Jake, and holy cow, he's working 7 days a week, and he's got this beautiful little girl in Canyon, and trying to figure it. There's got to be a better way, you know, than just going through that grind and trying to figure it out. And we were talking today. We were talking about sort of the 40-40-40 plan. Has anybody ever heard that sort of joke? It's work for 40 years, 40 hours a week, retire on 40% of your income. And it's always been a joke, but the Gen Y that we're sort of targeting with MYNT, 18 to 35, we're sort of living this life plan that worked for our grandparents maybe, but it really doesn't fit with us. And I don't want to say I was lied to by my parents, but I know all my best buddies, they're graduating 5-year degrees and enormous amounts of debt, and they can't even get a job, you know? And they're really quickly, because they're the overqualified, underpaid burger flipper, you know what I mean? Because that's what's available. And it's like, geez, there's got to be a better way to do this. And it's really tough talking to a younger crowd, pretty much anyone. If you've never understood, Kevin and I were talking about this today. If you've never understood residual income, maybe it's tough to understand it, because we were sort of taught, hey, you're going to go to a job, work 9 to 5 every single day. And as soon as your mind can break away from that and know that I can work today and get paid for today over and over and over and over again, you can never go back to a job. What does entrepreneur mean to you? You told me today. somebody that's unemployable by anyone else. Once you figure out, holy cow, I can do it on my own, and I'm not tied to, no one's telling me what to do, how to do it, when to do it. I can, someone told me today, I can wake up when my body wants to wake up, right? Nobody's telling me when to wake up. Once you feel that for the first time, it's really hard to go back. So anyway, I was talking about this company, Monarch. Monarch ended up rebranding themselves, and when they did, they went on to smash every single record ever set in this industry ever. Meaning that they hit $1 billion in sales in 2 years. That is ridiculous. So network marketing is a 100-year-old industry. Sort of the benchmark in the industry is 100 million. If a company does 100 million, that's really good. And one of the hottest companies right now out there, they're boasting because they hit 100 million in 18 months. And that is like crazy. That is nuts. Nobody does that. So this company, Monarch, they rebrand themselves. They hit $1 billion in 2 years. Do you see, that is insane. I don't even know if it'll ever happen again, ever. That is crazy fast. Anyway, that rebrand that they did, you might know them now as Monavie. Anybody heard of that one? Some know. Monavie, that's what we're talking. I mean, it's all these little things you got all around here. It's an amazing company. What they did is they first of all, they had a killer executive team. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly who they were going after, which was the baby boomers. Why? Because they had a lot of money, and they were aging, and they needed something for their bodies, right? They nailed it with the right products, the right timing, the right price points. They brought in the right leadership that then led it in the field. They did everything good. Seriously, and they just blew the thing up, right? Monavie still has amazing leadership, and they're looking at where the trends are now and where the future of network marketing or relationship marketing is really going, and they know it's the trend is the next generation of leadership. Really, it's a whole different group, and they're different. These kids are different. We talk 18 to 34. I mean, you got to talk to them different. They don't understand sort of maybe some of the stuff that we talk about inside of Monavie, and so we had to rechange the entire program, and that's where MYNT came. So Monavie is now creating another brand. Why? Because they want to go out and do it again. There's a couple stats for you. By 2019, Gen Y will make up 40% of the U.S. population, the largest consumer group in the world. The Wayne Gretzky, everyone knows the one Wayne Gretzky quote. Come on, someone say it for me. No! What was that? Yeah, he attributes all his success because he goes to where the puck's going, not to where it's at. Because if you go to where it's at, you missed it. You go to where the puck is going. Look at it. You want to position yourself in front of that, right there. That's a lot of trillions. They're going to have more money than the baby boomers. And guess what? They have more money and a lot more energy. I'm just going to tell you that. You know, they're ready to run. They're ready to work. And then this stat right here is interesting because it says 92% believe that business success should be measured by more than profit. They think way different than maybe our grandparents thought. So I want to invite these two up that I hung out with all day. And I want you to give some advice to these people on how to, if they're going to try to build a business inside of MYNT, how do they target someone your age? Come on up here. Bring your stool if you want. Come up here and chat with us.
You didn't know this was happening, did you?
Bennett, 23. If I am a distributor, and Devin, he's 26, perfect. And I'm trying to target some younger groups, how should they address you? How should they talk to you? What should they talk about? What should they not talk about?
I don't know, it's kind of a hard question, but I think everybody finds value differently in it. For me, is the money. This MYNT, Devin and I came up with, it's the money you need to blank. It's like, for me, I want to be a freelance.
Isn't that good?
But yeah, I mean, I want to be a freelance everything or anything, and I didn't want to do the 9 to 5 like he was saying, but I mean, for me, it was a healthy product that I backed for 1.5 years through Monavie, and then this new MYNT option came in. In terms of the money, it's all there. It's just the time, and that's where I know that I can put enough time in it, like get enough out of it. But I still, am I answering your question?
I thought those were right.
I mean, I think a lot of people in our generation, there's more to life than the 9 to 5, and none of us really want to do the 9 to 5. I've done it a couple times and severely hated it both times. I'm much happier doing physical labor. I worked on a cement crew and was just happy as a clam. I could see that my work was done, and I went home and I felt good about it. You know, I didn't have anybody to answer to at the end of the day. I woke up and went back and did the same thing over again. You know, but this is an opportunity for us to fuel our dreams. I mean, we really do have ambitions beyond just a 9 to 5. You know, I have ambitions to start an edible landscaping and natural pool company, and this is going to be the money that I take to jumpstart that. And I think what we've learned, at least Ben and I, that a lot of our generation is struggling to find jobs. The economy is tough. I mean, we all know that, but you know, we've found that we are very resourceful. We're very creative. We will hustle and grind to make money any way we can. And, you know, this is a great opportunity to do the things that we have been doing, hustling and grinding, whether it's in retail or in restaurants, serving this, that, and the other thing. But this has the potential to really take off, and the money that we deserve is on the table.
Love it, love it. Thanks for sharing. You guys are awesome. Can you sit down?
Cool.
This was a cool little slide they built. Building from the strengths of Monavie. I don't like startups. I've been around long enough to know that you don't mess around with them. Why? Because it's not worth my family, my finances, or my relationships. It's tough to go to a friend or a family member and say, hey, jump into this thing that might not even be here next week. And they don't make it very long. I mean, the odds are it's better to take your money down to Vegas than to bet on a startup network marketing company. It really is. It's just, it doesn't work. But you always want to you want the opportunity to be first to market, right? You hear that get in the beginning. I'm going to tell you that's a myth. I mean, for one, it's helpful to be at the very beginning, but Mynt's going to be one of those things that's going to be a great opportunity in 5 years, you know? But if I can be part of a startup where I have a chance to step into a leadership role, and truth is, that's why I'm here. We're looking for leaders to lead Mynt, right? That's why I'm here. So hopefully, if you catch the vision a little bit and say, you know what, I think I can step into that, then we need to talk. But if I can be part of a startup that has stability, you know, this company that I just talked about that hit $1 billion in sales in a couple of years, they went on to break all sorts of other records, and they've done you were going through the awards today. It's ridiculous. They've done so many amazing things. If that's the company that's backing me, oh my gosh, what can we accomplish? You know what I'm saying? This might not be the right way to do it, but I heard a phone call the other day. This guy that's involved in Mynt, and he's done some recruiting, and someone called and said, so what's the product? And he says, it doesn't matter. It's backed by this company. And he said, okay, but what's the whole program? He said, listen, if Apple today told you they were starting up something brand new, would you have to know what the product is? No, it's Apple. They're about to start something brand new. I mean, think back to the day when, right before Apple started, if I could say, yeah, I'll buy some stock. I mean, right at that moment, it was really risky, right? But if I could go back, yeah, I would totally buy that stock. Why? Because it's worth a lot now. But if Apple said, we're doing something brand new, yes, I would bet on that, absolutely. And what you're doing is you're taking the Apple of the network marketing world and they're starting something brand new. That's not a bad deal, huh? It's not bad. Am I too old?
No.
Looking at this crowd, I would say the majority yes. No, just kidding. There is no too old. There's no too old. So look, they talk about Gen Y. The truth is, Gen Y is it's an age demographic, meaning 18 to 34, like it says here. Gen C is more of a psychographic, or a group of people that think alike. And the C stands for connected. It's the connected generation. It's the generation that's all about creativity and content driven. They like to be on Instagram and change the little filters on their photos and add stuff to Facebook. They're connected with people, right? That's really who we're targeting. So I don't care who you are. If you fit into that demographic, that psychographic, that group, then you should be part of this. And you know what? Maybe you say, that's really not me. Guess what? If that's not you, Monavie is an awesome opportunity. Just keep focusing on that, right? But if you say, you know what, that sort of fits who I am, then you might want to jump on this. MYNT, this is our president of North America. When we went around the office, they didn't put the Mauricio one. Mauricio one was the best, by the way. MYNT is completely innovative. It will change everything again. And you can sort of understand that quote after I talked about Monarch to Monavie and now Monavie with this new brand, MYNT. It gets exciting. Mauricio's quote was this. He said, anyone that says that MYNT is the next wave, he said, that's cattle feces. And cattle feces is his politically correct way of saying that's bullcrap. He said, because waves crash, we've created a movement. Oh, that was a good quote when he was talking about MYNT. Mauricio, just so you know, I was always trained this, and I still think this is true to this day. If you're looking to get into an opportunity or start a business with someone, the number one thing, before you even look at compensation plan, before you look at what the product is, the number one thing you should look at is leadership. Number one, because that's your biggest clue on whether that thing's going to be successful or not. Leadership. And Mauricio, I met Mauricio 2 days after I started working at Monavie, and I went home that night and I told my wife, I said, I don't care where Mauricio goes, I'll follow him anywhere. Because he's that kind of leader. He gets it. So in all of network marketing, there's 13 companies that do $1 billion in sales or more per year. Just 13 of them. And the number 2 largest is Mary Kay. He was the COO for Mary Kay. He then went on to be the CEO for Natura, which is number 6. So these are companies that do insane amounts of billions every single year. After he was done there, he went around to network marketing companies as a consultant and turned them, just shot up there. He just gets it. He knows how to do these things right. And when you sit down with him, he never talks in terms of hundreds of millions. It's always billions. That's his vision. And I love surrounding myself with people that have bigger visions than me. And go read John Maxwell's book, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. They always say, if we ranked leadership on a scale of 1 to 10, 7s follow 8s, and 8s follow 9s, and 9s follow 10s, just in terms of leadership, he's a 10 and I'm going to follow him. That's the right guy. The right guy is leading the ship, is what I want you to know. So what is MYNT? I went over this a little bit. A fresh startup backed by a company that has done billions in sales, a community focused on fitness, helping others make money, having fun, and giving back. MYNT is living your life on purpose. I'm going to cover each and every one of these focuses. Inside of MYNT, you're going to hear us talk about these 4 areas all the time. Why is there a pound? Hold on. Who does not know what this pound sign is in front of these? You've never seen a pound sign in front of a word before. Hashtag what? Jimmy Fallon, right? That's called a hashtag. And I wish I had the time to play this video. There's this video of a group of college students trying to teach their boss what a hashtag is. And it is hilarious. He just does not get it. He's like, why would anyone, what turns the word blue? Well, when you put a hashtag, what's the it's the pound sign. You gotta watch, it is hilarious. If you don't know what a hashtag is, ask your grandkid. Because he probably knows what it is, right? Anyway, so our 4 focuses, MYNT Fit, which is MYNT Fitness. We've created a fitness line of products. MYNT Life, which is lifestyle, and I want to talk about that because we had some awesome feedback from some of this guy's crew over here. MYNT Mind, this is about, one of the reasons I love this industry is it's more than just making money and getting healthy, it's about becoming a better person. Personal excellence, personal development. And MYNT Moments, which is all about giving back, and I'm excited to share that. Let's go into all 4 of these. MYNT Fit. Nobody knows what our product is yet. Well, some of you might have heard a little bit, but we haven't released what it is because we don't even launch till April 19th. So we hear the term, is this a ground floor opportunity? No, we call this an underground opportunity because we haven't even hit the ground yet, right? We're in the underground. We know that there are fitness products. And so our call center, that's the number 1 question that's usually asked. Will this product make me jump higher or possibly fly? And I'm not allowed to make claims or promises, but you should try our products. And we're going to be talking about it. I think they're going to start sharing, maybe show some pictures next week. Just know this, it's all about customizable nutrition. Because especially our age, we know that one size doesn't fit all, right? And so inside of our nutritional products, you can customize it to where your goals are. If I want to lose weight, we got the right route. If I just want to maintain my health, we've got the route. If I want to look like Jake with those kinds of arms, then we've got the right route. You know what I'm saying? So we've got the right products for that. And we also have energy drinks on top of that, and we have some of those here, right? So when we sat down, we looked at everything Monavie and said, okay, what's the base? What are the things that really fit into the Gen Y demographic that we want to steal from Monavie? I wouldn't say steal, but we want to partner with. And the energy drink, they've got one of the best energy drinks on the market. So even though that technically that falls under the Monavie family, MYNT is going to piggyback off that product because it's amazing. And you can grab some, I think, right here. MYNT Life, which is lifestyle. This is the money part. And this is a business opportunity. This is a way for you to become financially free. And we just talked about that a tiny bit. The way I want you to see MYNT is it's a way to bring your passion, your purpose, and make a profit. Do all of that. We talked today, and Dan, one of their buddies, walks in and he's super skeptical. And that's just this age group, by the way, because we're just hounded all the time with so much crap. And it's hard to cut through the clutter a little bit, you know, and figure out what's real and what's not. So he's super skeptical because we talk about this, and a $1 billion company that's doing a startup is too good to be true. And so you walk in and it's hard to. And all he says is, oh man, I remember the first time I ever got pitched, the guy walks in, he slams down a Ferrari picture and says, this is what you can be driving next year. And guess what? This is a different group. And you know, that might have been the pitch 20 years ago when Amway made it big, right? It's not even the thing that gets us really moving. If you're going to go and try to build a MYNT business, you don't go to someone and say, here's a Lamborghini, I'm going to get you into it in 6 months. What? I mean, for one, I don't even believe that, but for two, I don't even want a Lamborghini, you know? What this demographic is really all about is about their passion, their purpose. He was already talking about, he wants to use MYNT to start up a business, a pool and a edible. So does that mean pear trees, or what does that mean? Yeah. Grass that you can eat. No, but what? Fruit trees?
It'll be visually appealing, but it will also be functional, so you intertwine within your yard. Will be anywhere from herbs, ground veggies, fruit trees, fruit bushes, all the things.
I have no doubt this guy is going to crush it in MYNT. I just spent the day with him. I have no doubt he's going to crush it inside of MYNT. And guess what? He doesn't even want to be a professional network marketer. I'm not saying to everyone, hey, come be a professional network marketer and do this for 40 hours a week. That's not what it's about. It's about how can I use MYNT as a stepping stone to reach my dreams. And maybe that means inside of MYNT, I just want to set it up on the side an extra $1,000 or $2,000. Maybe that's all it means, right? Maybe it means I want to replace my income and I want to make $30,000 to $50,000 a year. Maybe, you know what, I want to be full-time, really good. I want 6 figures, right? We have a way for all of that, and we can show you the path. But that's how simple it is. Go and talk to someone about making $1,000. You know, if you sit down and you say, let me show you how to make $1,000 a month, and they say, show me how to make $1 million. Hey, if you can hit 1,000, then I'll show you. But prove to me that you can make $1,000 a month, and then I'll show you how to get to $1 million. Right? We don't need to take it so far. This is basic stuff, and for who you're targeting, I promise, this is what they want to hear more than, let me throw you the keys to my Lamborghini, right? They actually made me some brand new slides here. Who knows what the 4x4 program is?
Me.
Is it good?
Awesome.
Good.
I'm going to be driving next month.
All right.
Yeah, they came out with, the compensation plan is ridiculous, by the way. They've paid out, it's good to be part of that's one of the greatest parts of partnering with a company like Monavie, is it's a compensation plan that's proven. Because there's so many startups out there where it's like, holy cow, that pays really good, and it does, it pays too good and they die. You know, a company has to be sustainable, right? So this one's proven. It's been paying Corbin for 8-9 years now, and he's not missed a paycheck. You told me that, right? Not even missed a paycheck. Pays every single week. It's good to partner with something like that. we put together, so we know we're targeting the ADD generation, right? Have you ever heard the microwave generation before? It's because if it takes longer than 30 seconds to cook, I don't want it. I got to put it in the microwave in 30 seconds to get it. It's about right now, instant gratification. You know what? The binary, which is it's our style of compensation plan, is my personal favorite. But you know what? It's slow sometimes, and I've never been one. I love teaching the idea or the concept of delayed gratification. Work hard today so you get paid more. You get paid more than anybody else in the long run, right? But for this generation, it's hard to teach them that, you know, with who we're focusing on. And they want money right now. And so we put together a huge cash bonus incentive up front with the ability to get into a Jeep paid for by Mint, which is awesome. Has anybody earned a Jeep here? You have. Anybody else? When's my first Minnesota Jeep going to happen? Oh, Jane, she's not here. Any other Jeeps in Minnesota? Next month? Is that a promise? How close are you? That's close. So I'm going to tell you how, I love it. I'm going to tell you how basic this thing is. You're starting a business. You can look at this like a franchise, if you want. So let me tell you how I first got it. So I grew up in Utah. Utah's the MLM capital of the world. They're all over the place, right? And I started getting pitched, and I saw them all the time. I was dating this girl, the family was all into them, and I'm seeing all this stuff, and it's just crazy, you know? I didn't quite understand network marketing until one guy. You see his house, you see his jets. I mean, you can tell this guy's been successful, and he could actually sit me down and show me a path and show me how you can treat network marketing like a business. Meaning, don't just think about, okay, I'm going to talk to friends and family and blah, blah, blah. That's not what it's about. You know, the most successful network marketers that I know, a lot of people that their neighbors don't even know they're in network marketing because they're not the people that just throw up on everybody as they're walking around. Check this out. Who's heard of the 3-foot rule? It's an Amway term. If anyone comes within 3 feet of you, talk to them. Right? You know what that does? It makes our whole industry look bad. I mean, you're so connected on social media right now, you don't need to go and spam it. You need to find who your business partners are, right? So I used the example on a webinar the other day, WhatsApp. Anybody hear about WhatsApp? I don't remember what the guy's name is, but he tries to work for Facebook, they turn him down. So he tries to get a job at Twitter and they turn him down. And after he gets shut down by the 2 big ones, he says, you know what, I'm just going to start my own thing. And you know what he does? He picks up the phone and calls his best buddies. Calls them over to the house, and together they start a business. Right? That's how businesses work. Okay? And then they call people, their friends, and tell them to get involved in their business. Right? So today I was in the car with Bennett. Bennett has a sunglasses business. Right? I didn't know he had a sunglasses business, but I get in his car, and right away he hands me a pair of sunglasses because I didn't have any. Right? And I wear them. And after I don't know, we had been driving 15 minutes, I pull them off and I said, these are really cool. He's like, oh yeah, that's my business. Is that, whoa, that's way inappropriate, right? For him to share some of his product with somebody he just met? Is that inappropriate? Like, what the heck? How can you just do that? No, that's how business works, and I don't know what it is. Why do people look at network marketing in any other way? It's a word of mouth, and listen, you look at all the stats, word of mouth is proven by far the best way to spread any product. Whether there's a compensation plan attached or not, it's the best way to do it. And guess what? I bought a pair of glasses today, did I not? Pulled up my phone, boom, and they're going to be shipped to my house super speedy because we're friends, right? Anyway, that's how you do business. That's how real life business works, right? But so when you start this thing, it's not about, okay, I'm going to call 1,000 people trying to sign them all up. No, who's your leadership? The way I was taught is, okay, I'm going to put together distribution channels. So who on my team is going to own Chicago? Because I want to start Chicago as a marketplace, so I find who's my key leader over there. I don't pick up the phone book and cold call, and I don't go and just door to door over there. No, I'm going to find my core leader, right? And we put together the 4x4 program because it's about getting your 4 key leaderships, or your core 4. Is that another term from these guys? Your core 4, in the first 4 weeks. Why? Because we can look at the stats, and it's historically proven that if you get 4 in your first 4 weeks, you're more successful than those that don't. It's not like we just threw this number out there. How many should we have them get? I don't know. Let's do 4. No, it was. There's a reasoning behind it, right? So it gives you a little bit of a challenge to do it fast. There's 2 ways to do it. You can do it fast, and you can do it slow, right? But just like I came here on an airplane. You know how we start an airplane really fast, and then once you get there, you can sort of coast through it. But at the beginning, you got to get some momentum. And so we put a heavy incentive on this. Check this out. If I get 4, my core 4, my all-star team, those that want to run with me in this, if I get those 4 my first 4 weeks, not only do I make all of my investment back, but I've probably doubled it, if not tripled it. So I'm going to make above and beyond a $1,000 investment, $1,000 to $2,000. One guy gets it. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? You find me one way to make $2 grand better than that. There's not. That is crazy. So now I started my business, made my investment back, and made enough for my car payment and my house payment. And I can do that in a week or 2 weeks. That's cool, especially if you're targeting this younger group. That is nuts. These guys that are going to college and they're spending all the time trying to study and all, if this is a way that they can use an energy drinks that we're drinking anyway, and all my buddies are drinking the Red Bulls trying to stay up and cram for these tests, and this is a way that I can do it, help them be healthy and help them start a business too. That is really, there's no program out there anywhere, and trust me, this is what I do for a full-time job, is just study other companies. There's nothing like that. So get excited. This is a way that you can be super successful. You know what I love about this? Is network marketing. People look at network marketing and they think, you know, we were talking about it today. We want to make sure and get our Jeeps before we really go out there and show it, right? You will tell this story, your startup story, for the rest of your life. You're going to be sitting there, you're going to be drinking your energy drink, and someone's going to say, oh, what's that? And you're going to say, oh, it's my Mint energy drink. Oh, one of those network marketing things, huh? Yeah? How's that going for you? Made $3,000 month 1. What? You made, yeah, actually it was my first week. I made $3,000. Wait a second, tell me how you know? You could, year 2, someone's gonna say, oh, how's that going for you? Made $3 grand month 1. It's relatable. Wait, you tell me I can make $3,000 in the next month? How'd you do it? You can tell that story. So getting people to have success real fast is fun. You know, it gets the belief in themselves that, hey, I can really do this. It's belief in the industry. It's belief in the product and the company. That's what we wanted with that bonus. But then the next step after that is to get into a Jeep. And Jeeps are more fun when someone else is paying for it. Jeeps are fun. We were talking about Jeeps today. He's got this, we don't need to bring up the guy's name, but what's the guy's network that you're talking about today? The guy what? Yeah, net worth. How much is he worth?
Probably $250 million.
$250 million? Was it that much, really? $250 million? That's a lot of money. He approaches him with this opportunity to make an extra $3 grand month 1.
I said, you can earn a Jeep, and the guy who brought him to the table said, I'm not sure I'd be interested in a Jeep. Because you kidding me? I want to get a Jeep. I don't get a free Jeep.
I don't care who you are. If you're dirt poor and you have no money, or you have $250 million, you want a Jeep. They're fun. They're cool. You know? So we want to get people in that car right here. So how do you do that? We put together, in the entire industry, the lowest qualifying car program out there. Because we want people to feel success. You know, when your next door neighbor says no and you pull in and you get a little honk, you know, hey, it's like that's never going to work. Yeah, hey, it feels good in Mercedes probably. But in a Jeep, I mean, and you can get that really fast. So it's 8,000 volume, which means the easiest way I can explain it is if I get my core 4, and then as a leader, so there's 2 ways to make money inside of this compensation plan. One is go get a lot of customers, right? And that's awesome, and I want you to do that. That's what this is all about. Customers are stable. You can make a killing off of our products because we have amazing products at amazing price points. And the other way is to help somebody else make money. So our compensation plan actually pays very little for starting someone that wants to make money and then them not making money. I don't get very much. I make money if I help them make money, or I make money by going and acquiring customers. That's a good comp plan right there, just so you know. If I am a true leader and I get my core 4 and I know that they want to make money, I want to help them get their core 4. And by doing that, if I do that in month 1, I qualify for my Jeep. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. And you know what? Remember how this is the underground opportunity? We're giving you a little bit of a buffer because we don't even launch this thing till April 19th, so it's a chance for you right now to start building before anybody else can even build it, so that when we launch, boom, you got it. So instead of doing it in 28 days and qualifying for that thing, you get next, how many days we got? 40 days. 60 days, I don't care.
67.
You have 67 days to make this happen instead of 28, to get your 4 core leaders, start your business, and help them do the same thing. That's fun. Oh, look at this. After that, this is a good slide. If I earned my Jeep, now my next goal is to help some of my leaders get their Jeeps, and look what, if I do that, I'm making about $1,000 a week. You want to know how to make $1,000 a week? There it is right there. I got to get started, get myself earn a Jeep, and help 2 of my guys get the Jeep. That's pretty sweet. Well, what if I want to make more money than that? Ruby. Ruby's only 1.5 a week? No.
Ruby's 100,000 a year.
Yeah. So what is that? That's $2,000 a week. They lied here. Raise that. That's $2,000 a week for helping other people find success. This is fun too. You know what happens when you and all your buddies have free Jeeps? You have a lot of fun. You want that. I'm not going to go into details on that. Okay, we covered Mint Fit. We covered the Mint Life or Mint Lifestyle, Mint Mind. I don't need to jump into this. There's a new way to do business. We're talking about this a little bit. The way that maybe my grandpa did sales is not the way that you want to do sales with this next generation. And there's a lot of good ways to get information. You can read a book, read Crush It. That's a good book. Huh? A lot of really good books. You can listen to tapes. You can go back to school. You can get a mentor. There's a lot of ways. Or you can find stuff on YouTube. But you know the problem is I can go on YouTube and I can learn how to, I can get a sales program. I'm going to learn how to sell like a 1975 used Cadillac salesman, you know, and those tactics don't work. So where's a perfect place for me to come and learn the good stuff? We've compiled all that for you. And you're not going to get it till April 19th because that's when we start. We've compiled, it's just a simple learning system for how do I become a professional on this? Whatever the goal is, how do I make an extra $2,000 so I can go start my business? How do I make an extra $5,000 so that I can bring my wife home? Whatever it is, we can teach you the correct skills so you can become a professional inside of this industry. Mint moments. Who's done a mint moment so far? Tell me what you did. Can you share? Yeah.
I've just been trying to, while we've done them ourselves, I don't really like seeing the things that we're doing. So I've been catching other people doing them.
Okay.
And just finding people doing things like pulling together meals for a local mom who is a mother of 5, broke her ankle. Or there was a group of people who gathered a whole bunch of clothes for a mom in the county who has no money to buy clothes or winter clothes. And so she has 3 boys. And we all just pooled all of our clothes together for her and for the boys. And just generous things.
Love it. Thank you. Who else? Who can describe a mint moment for the group? Drew?
Mint moment?
Yeah, what's a mint moment?
Mint moment for me was being able to see, like, that's my mom right there.
Hi, Mom.
Mint moment for me is being able to see my mom. Like, I've seen her grow her, like, faith in this business. It's so weird. But I think a mint moment is for being able to just, like, have the confidence to be able to, like, come on, get the beat on something, be able to just kind of just breathe life into our family. Like, I see us going on a trip together, like, mint moment. I see you being able to, like, baptize her, they mint moment. You know, I see her being able to get, like, mint moment,
Love it. Anybody else? A mint moment. A random act of kindness. Do you have something? You're almost raising your hand.
Jake has it.
I want to hear it, Jake.
I saw this lady, somebody cut this old lady off, she crashed her skull. It was like 30 below off, and it just left. So I took a friend with her, picked him up from a shop. So it was already in the car. I think this guy, we're on the way up to work, and I see this lady, she's got this little shovel, and she's like hopping around in front, go to your car out. I'm like, 30 below off. This lady's made up. And so we just pulled over when she got here. And this guy out there. She was like, walked her around. She's like, God bless you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And then she said, my philosophy is if you do want to bring it back to kindness, you can be the rest of the day.
Can we adopt that?
Maybe you got something over there.
Love it. Love it. So,
I mean, and I would, that's just something. Why would I want to tell you to just leave something? It's just, and the only other people that stop were another couple probably in 67.
love it.
I think it's like with everything with Monavie, you start your content it's the same. When you're blessed, be a blessing. You know, I didn't agree with last week in Monavie. I had 2 people here from our church said, oh, she's been trying to juice and she said, I've been really crying. It's just too hard to do. And I said, I have maybe juice. I've got a solution for you. But it's can't work right now. You know what? I had a great way to here's a piece of juice. If you're blessed, be a blessing. I had a great way. Things like that. That's what man calls Monavie's outlet.
Love it.
I think it's also just taking the opportunity to know.
Love it.
Be there. Just be there.
That's true. Mauricio, I talked a tiny bit about him. That's our CEO. He's got one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen. Another reason I love being around him. But when we very first sat down, he said, you know those other companies? There's a lot of companies out there that they have a charity because everyone else has a charity. You know, oh yeah, we have one of those too. It's never the heart of the thing, but it's let's focus on the money and the opportunity and all this stuff. And oh, yeah, we got that too. If you ever bring up, oh, so do you do anything good? Yeah, oh yeah, we do that too. You know, he said we can't have a charity as an excuse. It has to be the heart of who we are. And so we've created this space, this community, and we've been attracting some of the best people because a lot of these people, I mean, this is definitely an opportunity for you to better your finances and wherever you're at in life, and maybe bring a spouse home and reach some financial goals. Definitely that opportunity. But we're attracting so many people to this opportunity that just want to be around because they want to be part of making a difference, being part of transforming the way you can serve your community or participate inside of your community and do good and give back. I love that. Those are the kind of people I want to hang out with. So we created this community of people that I want to hang out with. And I love that. It's not even, a lot of these people, they're not, Newton's Own salad dressing. Anybody ever heard of that? 100% of the proceeds go to a charity, right? That's why I buy Newton's Own. Why? Because I feel like I can give back a little bit by buying that salad dressing. Well, a lot of people just want to be part of this community and buy our fitness products because I'm buying them anyway. Might as well buy them here because I can participate. And it's not just, so my parents, I've got some great articles on this. Sort of my parents' age, it was, I can write my 10% of my income check and give it away and send it to Africa or wherever, and I feel good. Like I did my part if I did that, right? Well, this younger generation, that doesn't work. Because for one, we're very skeptical. We don't believe that if I write a check to Africa, it really gets to Africa. But if a check is going to get to Africa, I want to be the guy that brings it because I want to participate in whatever that is. We want to be there physically to give back. And so Mauricio's challenge was, how do we create the MORE project, which is Monavie's charity down in Brazil that does amazing things, feeds, clothes, educates thousands of kids on a daily basis. How do we create the MORE project in our backyard? And so that's where MYNT Moments came up. And if you want to just, can I tell you the best way to start your day? I know all of you go to Facebook anyway and you scroll through it, right? Everyone does that. Go to Facebook still, but search the hashtag MYNT Moments and scroll through that and just look through all the good things people are doing. It is awesome. It's the best way to start your morning. I mean, I'm serious. Just watch a couple videos knowing that, hey, I'm part of this group. I know I don't even know that person way over there, but I'm part of that goodness that happened. And you know what? That was a really good idea. I think I can do something better than that today at my house. I'm going to go try this and just have fun with it. I'm going to share the best Mint moment that I've heard and that I heard a couple days ago. That's not even part of Mint. This is a Mint moment, in my opinion. My uncle Tony is a Green Beret. Spent his whole entire life serving our country. And when he was in Afghanistan, he got some kind of virus, and because of that virus, he got esophageal cancer. They just found it last week. And he got the results back 2 days ago that he was at stage 3, which means that there's so much cancer that they can't take it out. Because if they took it out, he would have no esophagus. And it basically means you got a year to live. And my aunt works at the school. And they're in Alaska, but they had to fly down. They're in Oregon at a specialist right now. And every single teacher up at the school pooled their paid time off together so that my aunt didn't have to go back to work for their year and would still get paid. That, to me, is a Mint moment. Taking care of a soldier, taking care of a family, taking care of someone in the community, that's just amazing. If we just start thinking like that, you can make a difference for people, and it's contagious. You do it once, you have to do it again. You do it once to somebody, and that person wants to. I'll tell you what, we started doing these where we started with 20 people, and we went out and just did something good. And as we served other people, they said, "What is this?" And we said, "Oh, we do this every single week." We didn't try to push an opportunity on them. We didn't try to push a product on them. The next week it was bigger, and the next week it was bigger, and now you got 100 people once a month that get together just to go out and do something good. And it is you want to be part of that. And it's an easy way to really pull people into our community that can grow your business. Every single week we got a cool challenge. You can win some money. Pull out your phone and text the word invite to 91011. Right now, everyone pull it out. It's sort of cool. It'll connect you to our Facebook. And my phone will light up because as a joke, they set it up so that I got dinged every single time. I get 100 text messages all the time. Try texting that. Invite to 91011.
Every time I send it, you get it?
What was that?
Every time I do it, you get that?
Every time about 2 hours.
There was one time I was in the middle of a meeting, my phone was on, just on buzz, and it started just buzzing and buzzing and buzzing. It was the first time they sent out a mass email to all the employees. I got about 200 of them during that meeting. I was like, what is happening? So I'm going to really quick, because I know we've got a lot of Monavie people in here. How is it different than Monavie? It's very different. Virtual office, your experience completely when you log in, it's going to be branded Mint. It's not going to be branded Monavie. Monavie's the parent company, and this is a complete separate deal. Your pay hub, you're going to be paid by Mint. You're not going to be paid by Monavie. Your communications are going to come from Mint, not from Monavie. Your home parties are not going to be tasting parties. They're going to be called Mint Hangouts, and they're going to be 45 minutes or less. Conventions will be different. Incentive trips. This one's not approved yet, but I'm going to bring it up. So don't quote me on this one yet until they approve it.
Got video, so I can't
We can edit. We can edit. Corbin's been on some amazing trips, have you not? What's your favorite trip?
Any of them are free.
Yeah, all of them are free.
They're all special in so many different ways. Costa Rica would be the one that changed.
That was your first one ever, huh? First one.
Yeah.
Costa Rica, how's the hotel?
Amazing.
Pretty nice. Where else have you been?
Oh my gosh, Cabo, Bora Bora, Mediterranean cruise, Greek Isles, Hawaii 5 times, Bahamas 3 times, penthouse suite, Bahamas.
Does that sound pretty good? Who wants those trips? Stay in Monavie, because you're not going to get those trips in Mint. First incentive trip that we have almost approved is nobody needs to thank you. I'm glad you're excited. You're not going to stay in the penthouse suite. You know where you're going to stay? In a shack. And you wake up every single morning at 8 a.m. and from 8 to 2 you work. You're building an orphanage. And then at 2 o'clock you break, you have lunch, you take the orphans down to the beach, you go horseback riding, you play soccer with them. They have all sorts of just different activities that you can do. And you do that every single day for a week. Right? Those are the incentive trips will be all about the Mint moments. And trust me when I'm talking about this demographic, we've got some cool stuff. I know one company, so door-to-door sales, they get out here too, right? A lot of people knock on your door. The largest door-to-door sales company is just down the street from me. They sell alarm systems. And this is interesting. They don't have as good of a compensation plan as other door-to-door sales companies. And they don't even sell as good of an alarm system as other door-to-door sales companies. But they put all of their focus in community. And so, no joke, you can, if you're walking through the mall, you can tell the people that sell for that company. They look alike, they dress alike, they walk alike, they talk alike, they wear their hats the same. It's just, you can tell exactly that they've become that community. And every single year they take them on a trip like the one I just talked about to Mexico. They take them to Nepal, they're all over the place. And door-to-door sales, oh, it sucks. I'm telling you, it is hard to just get out there and pound the doors and get some no's after no's after no's, and it's so hot, and these kids will do anything. It doesn't matter how many hours they have to work, how many no's they have to get, how long they have to stay out in the summer. They'll do anything for one thing, and it's not the money. It's to qualify for that Nepal trip again. You go and we talk to them, we do the whole poll thing. That's what they care about, because they know, hey, I'm making enough money, that doesn't even matter. I need to get back there to serve. It's like getting down to the Moore Project. You got to get back. You need to be part of it. My wife went to Africa last year. All she can talk about is, I need to get back to Africa to take care of the kids, right? Those are the kind of trips you're going to find inside of MYNT. Great question. If I'm in Monavie, how do I enroll in MYNT? If you're in Monavie, you're already positioned to win inside of MYNT. So we're partnered. That means we have the same exact compensation plan. So if you decide, you can build MYNT. The easiest way for me to describe it is MYNT was set up as a separate country within the Monavie family. So just like, didn't you just go to Russia? Did you go to Russia? You've signed some people up in Russia? He does not live in Russia, but he can sign somebody up in Russia. Russia has their own back office in Russian with different products than what we have here, don't they? Slightly different. I know in Japan they actually have a face cream. Most people didn't know that. You can't buy a face cream when you're here, right? Yeah. But if you sign somebody up over in Japan, what was that?
Candy.
And they have candy? I didn't even know that. You can't buy the candy. That's not fair. So just like if you're in Monavie right now, you can sign somebody up inside of MYNT and let them build MYNT. But if I want to be full bore focused on MYNT, I can switch my back office to MYNT. But the product offering and the whole experience is different. Does that make sense? So it's different, but if you're inside of Monavie already, you're good. You don't need to go and re-sign up. Now what? Let's go over some of the dates. March 5th, we just barely started the pre-launch. What I've been told, so this was just, what's the date today? The 10th, right? So in 5 days, there's over 500 people that have enrolled inside of MYNT. That's 100 people a day getting started. That's not a bad little start, especially because the program was down for most of those days. You can get in and hold your spot. And when I say hold your spot, I love this analogy of, if we were Apple announcing that we were coming out with the new iPhone, this is just the perfect time for you to go pitch your tent outside in front of an Apple store so you can get the iPhone first, right? So that's what getting your spot means. You pay $39 to get your place in line so that when you order, you can take advantage of the compensation plan and build yourself a team. March 11th, that's tomorrow. Hop on a webinar. Go to moveMYNT.com, and moveMYNT is spelled moveMYNT.com/webinar. You can find the details for that. March 29th, the pre-sales will actually begin. You can order product, but it won't ship out till April 19th when we're live. That's go time. That's when commissions are going to kick in. That's when you get products for the first time. That's when you can start acquiring customers. From here until then, it's a leadership launch. We're looking for the leadership that's really going to, the ones that are going to be on stage explaining this and saying, hey, look, I got the Jeep, and this is how you can do it, and this is how they explain the program. Those are the leaders that we're looking for. Corbin thinks they're here. And so I just want to find out if that's true.
The webinar is for terminates, one that we would have our prospects on.
Absolutely.
In Minnesota, our central time, it's 6 p.m. Or is it 7 p.m.?
7 o'clock here. Thank you. And then if you want Spanish, 8 o'clock. They're doing the first ever Mint webinar in Spanish tomorrow at 8. And that's spelled wrong. I didn't do that. So what can I do right now? You can enroll right now. If you get on that website, you can enroll right this second. Set your goals. So, I mean, really, when I say set your goals, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to get your all-stars. We said the core 4. I'm looking for the leadership that's going to take it. Corbin broke every record in the book. Let's try to do something even close to what Corbin did. Go get your 4. Let's find the leadership, the ones that are going to... Corbin's getting old. He's 46 already. He's old. Come on. I'm looking for the leadership that's going to step up, build their teams out so they can be Jeep qualified. And those are the guys that we're going to have on the webinars. They're the ones that we're going to have traveling around, getting up on stage and explaining what Mint is. They're going to be the face of Mint. And so if you've ever wanted to be at the right place at the right time, you know, so you could step up and really grow into that type of leader and help other people around you, now's the right time. Go do a Mint moment. I think right now there's a couple $150 prizes for... Get on the Facebook and you can find out.
Get married.
And get married, or invite someone to the next webinar. One or the other. Or one or both. So anyway, it was an honor to be here. It was an honor to hang out with Neat, who I believe is going to be some great leaders in this. Thank you for the invite. I want to know if you're going to be the leader. And if you are, I'm going to see by the numbers you're going to step up. Add me on Facebook. We'll stay in contact. I'll give you all the details of where we're at, and let's crush it. I'm stoked. So thank you very much.